How are you? Not so good? You know what? That's okay. In the evenings, I'm not often doing so well either. Yeah, I think it's kind of common to suffer from some dreary evenings, but just because it's common doesn't mean you like it, or it's okay with you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you to feel bad, but I also understand. So, by the way, our kitties are a little rambunctious tonight, so if you hear some thumping, might be them. I just wanted to kind of reaffirm some things for you tonight, then, and I might get a little carried away with what I say, but it's just because I'm excited to share these thoughts with you. You deserve to hear the things that make me feel better. It's only fair that I share them. So, I'm going to open with my absolute favorite affirmation of all time. I'm also going to touch your face while I'm doing these, if that's okay. You are enough. You are so enough. It is unbelievable how enough you are. You have nothing to prove, only to share. Only to share. You are enough. You specifically are enough. You're worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of care. You're worthy of attention, of praise. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of care. You're worthy of attention. You're worthy of praise. Well, not everyone gets the praise that they need. Not everyone gets the love that they need or the care that they deserve. But I think everyone's worthy of it. It takes a lot to not be worthy of care. I also think it's important to know that you are important. That you, in and of yourself, are an important being. Hello, Bunka. See, he's important too. He might just sit up there. You are important to the earth. You are important to the earth. You are important to the earth. To this earth, this world. Your entropy will be here for the rest of time. What you do in your lifetime will be remembered by what's around you for as long as what's around you exists. You are important to the earth. You are remembered by the earth. You are felt by everyone around you. You're also important to me as a viewer. You're important to my ability to create these videos. You're important to my desire to make them in the first place. Your presence is known. You are important to the earth. You are important to the earth, to those around you, to me. You are important to me. And I'm really, really, really thankful for you. I'm grateful, thankful, surprised, excited. Because you are a very important person. And you happen to be watching my video. So since you're such an important person, I think it's fair to also say that your self-care is meaningful. Your ability to take care of yourself matters a lot. And sometimes people feel selfish taking care of themselves. Feel like they're prioritizing the wrong things. But I will tell you with absolute certainty, there is great significance to you being able to take care of yourself. Well, in the first place, it's a sign that you're getting healthier, and we as a society should want everyone to be healthy. Mentally, physically, spiritually, anything. That's as healthy as possible. That's a natural desire. As well as, even besides that general sense of well-being, it's important for you to stay healthy in and of yourself, because who else is going to make sure you're healthy? No one else is inside your body feeling your cues, knowing what's wrong. It's very important that you pay attention to yourself, know what's going on, keep track of your emotions and your sensations. Your experience is vital. Your knowledge of your experience is vital. Your ability to cope with that knowledge is vital. Because you affect everyone you come into contact with. People talk about the butterfly effect, stuff like that. I want you to consider more children and vulnerable people that you meet. When someone is young or really old or impressionable for any sort of reason, they're recently traumatized, they're previously traumatized, there can be all sorts of reasons. Somebody isn't at their strongest. When you are able to even just show that you take care of yourself to those people, you are setting maybe the only example. Not to put that weight on you, but sometimes people don't realize that they could be the determining factor in someone else's journey towards self-care or care in general. Giving a single shit can be really life-changing. So if you don't want to take care of yourself for your own sake, and you don't want to take care of yourself for my sake, take care of yourself for everyone you love, everyone who loves you, because there are tons of those people. Love isn't always talked about, and it isn't always simple, but it's always there. It's always there. So I just need you to know that your perspective is worth sharing. Your perspective is worth sharing. You have a unique experience that no one else on earth has ever had. Ever. Isn't that exciting? You should be shouting it from the rooftops. Everything you know, everything you feel. Not everyone's creative, not everyone's expressive, but there is always an audience. And I think it's often under-emphasized how many people rely on, I think every single person relies on someone else's story to understand their own. That's why we consume media of any storytelling form. That's why we even play games or I mean, anything that involves acting, anything that involves pretending, anything that involves reading, right? I mean, fiction as a whole. It's not even just fiction, because you don't have to be changing your story for it to be worth sharing. You can be as direct and non-fiction as possible. I have a short story that I wrote in 2020. This is just real short, it's only 7 pages, but it's direct from my life. It's creative in that I used a lot of imagery and a lot of descriptive words, and I come from poetry, so I couldn't help it, but I didn't come up with any of those circumstances. I didn't imagine any of them. I was documenting them as they happened. You can document your life as it happens, and somebody will see it. Even if it's years and years and years and years down the line. It's always worth it. So I keep a journal. I keep several journals. Well, several as in I've finished them and then I've moved on to the next ones. Journaling can be really hard at first because, well, at least for me, the problem is my perfectionism. I think that's a lot of people's problem with journaling, because it can be really tough to start writing down things that you don't like, drawing things you don't like, trying to write poetry that isn't good. Anything like that can be really maddening at first, but there's a pretty thin layer of getting used to it that you get past, and it becomes such an easy way to keep track of your thoughts, keep tabs on your brain, because if you're anything like me, that's the confusing part, is knowing what's going on. Like, I've been in therapy for so many years, and the number one problem I have with therapy is not therapists. It's not what I'm taught. It's not anything to do with therapy itself. It's walking in and knowing what to fucking talk about, knowing what is wrong. Your perspective is unique, and that makes it worth sharing, even if only to yourself. Does that make sense? Hey, if you don't like writing, I know a lot of people don't like sitting there with a pen or pencil. I always recommend a pen because pencil's too easy to erase. But if you don't like sitting there and writing, if it's hard, if it's boring, whatever, try a voice memo or a video. Try recording yourself talking out loud. Hell, you could try singing. That's what I do. I say a lot of things in song that I won't ever say out loud, just with my voice. Pardon me. So, would you buy a journal? Would you want me to help you buy a journal? I can help you pick. I know where they sell really, really cute ones downtown. Not close downtown, the other one. Yeah. Well, if you're not interested, just know I will continue to bug you about it, okay? Yeah. Well, it's my prerogative. I also need you to know, moving on from that affirmation, in case you were wondering, there is so much good inside you. I know. How can I know this? Because all people contain good. So when you worry about yourself and your morality and whether or not you're in alignment with your values, that is the feeling of you aligning with your values. That is how it is done, with that awareness. If you are thinking those thoughts, there is no way on God's green earth that you are a bad person. Deep down, you are not a bad person. You are a good person. I know this to be true. I really do. I need you to know it to be true. it's not worth much in my head. I have to know that I'm a good person. That's all that really matters. As long as you can say at the end of the day that you're a good person, you have done all that you can. And you can't say that. You just have to. You just have to remind yourself. I think it's a lot easier to remind ourselves of our failures than our successes. You're succeeding in taking care of yourself by watching this right now. ASMR is my #1 tool of self-care. It's insanely easy to digest. It's leading me down the primrose path. I don't have to think. I don't have to do anything. You can just relax. You can just relax when you're watching a video like this. I'll get to that one. That's last. But I digress. There is so much good inside you. Even if you have trouble showing the kindness you feel or realizing the empathy within you, that doesn't make it go away. That doesn't make you any worse. Your goodness is an internal measure. Your actions are an external expression. And that's all that survives beyond you. But you are the only thing important to you because you're the one surviving. So I don't want you to, I can't stop you, but I don't want you to worry about whether or not you're a good person. Because the answer is very clear. You know, all those villainous ASMR consumers, right? You are also resilient and strong. Yes, you are very, very strong. Well, you put up with this world, don't you? You're resilient enough to still be here. That's incredible. It's such an achievement. I am so proud of you for being resilient. It's not just expected. I'm proud. Your strength is impressive. I'm overwhelmed, actually, when I think about it. What you've had to go through, what you've overcame. I'm not gonna call it inspirational, because it's not like that. It's just something worth celebrating for yourself. It really doesn't have anything to do with me. Your strength is worth celebrating for yourself. You are resilient. You are strong. You are resilient. More than you know. More than you know. Got my iPhone running out of storage. Continuing. You are also bright. You are also capable. You are able to overcome obstacles. You are bright enough to figure out a way around them. You're clever. And you can solve problems. You are bright and you are capable. You are capable of solving problems, of taking care of yourself. You are bright enough to have common sense. You are bright. You are capable. You are bright and capable. Bright and capable. You are so much more than your worries, your negative thoughts. You are so much more than the things that keep you up at night. You are so much more than the things that upset you. You wanna know why? Because you're more than all of your thoughts. You are your entire body. You're not just in your head. You're not just your thoughts, your feelings, the things you think, the things you see in your brain. You are more than that. You're the sensations you feel. You're your arms, you're your legs, you're your torso. You're all of it. It's all part of you. That's delightful. You are your entire body. You are in your face. You are in your shoulders. You are in your neck. You are in your feet. You are in your butt. You are everywhere inside yourself. And like I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, hearing odd noises. It's more than okay to rest and relax.